there isn't that like objective taking of their own, you know, that there's not going to be that like very easy way to sort of match that aggression. It feels like it's going to need a lot be on DY to make it happen on the Tusk in the early game, and then maybe finding like some good glimpses back, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Beast Coast again for game number 2.
Yeah, I'm liking their lineup a bit more too, just because I think Xtreme Gaming's lineup is generally speaking harder to pull off.
Right.
And I'm a huge fan of lineups that are simple, the ease of execution is there. The more difficult it gets, the more I'm expecting a team with a higher pedigree, I guess, to be able to pull off. But two teams that have unpredictability, aren't super stable, pick a hard draft, aren't really doing themselves any favors.
I just need to say, Xtreme Gaming, they have bought 18 branches.
You just counted them all.
I just counted them all. Mixed together with the full wand that's in there. Look at those inventories by Xtreme. That's crazy. So their stats are out the wazoo.
Branches are quite good.
Oh,
all right, blinding light into the rune.
Oh my god, is that going to be 4?
Are they going to shard him or no?
Blood grenade. Blood grenade. The glimpse back. Sacred. Is he living?
I don't know what Xtreme Gaming's doing right there.
Yo.
They should have definitely got a kill there. DY is like, nah, I'm done. He could have used shards. He could have just trusted in the glimpse. They could have done so many things and got at least a kill there, but not on the same page. That's kind of like what I'm gathering here from watching this team in this particular series here. And now they're going to be late for the bot lane, but they better get a kill on top because Brewmaster is going to get punished by Lich and TB real hard.
Bye. Schofield's running away. Hey, guess what? You got tag team. Nice. And then just runs away from trouble. Interesting. Managing to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. A little bit of a rough time there for Xtreme Gaming. And then Schofield, after seeing Kaka head down bottom.
Going bot. All right.
They're going to switch it up. Sacred. Up top. Getting hit by DY. The tag team looking okay, but Schofield back in the lane means that they can push back DY. And Ghost has to be careful playing on this Muerta.
The big lane for me is going to be, what can you achieve in this mid lane as Paparazzi here versus the Tiny? I mentioned Dark Mago will get a lot of denies here, which should be true. Going for Toss is his next ability here. But I think it's going to be pretty important that Paparazzi has a decent laning stage. Honestly, it's really important that every single player on Xtreme get levels, because all their heroes are super level dependent. Maybe Tusk the least of them, but Disruptor needs a lot of levels. So does Brewmaster.
Ooh.
All right,
there it is.
There you go. That's a good way to get your levels. Kill enemy heroes.
The calling.
Schofield.
Very balanced spell. I mean,
I think it's slightly balanced.
Really?
I mean, it's not that bad.
It lasts 7 seconds, man.
Yeah, but it doesn't stun you. It slows you for 30%, which isn't a huge slow.
That's true. I will say that I think this lane of having Tusk and Muerta sounds pretty freaking sick, though, because you catch him in the calling, and then you have a dead shot to push him back into it. You can do the tag team.
Yeah, this lane is real good for sure.
Yeah.
It's a nice one.
Bottom, Kaka. He is going to explode, and JT just has to back away on this Brewmaster. Not able to do that much.
I guess I'm desensitized to like strong lanes now, because if you were to compare this Muerta Tusk lane to the old Lina plus Tusk lane, it's like not even comparable.
That's fair. Waiting for that 3 minutes. Stinger gonna find himself a nice tasty little Lotus. And up top side, Sacred thinking about going in towards somebody else. Oh, that's also a neat little thing. He can chakra magic to bring the Devour cooldown lower. Love to see that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh no, Schofield. Ooh, good blinded light. And he just stands in the calling. Silenced. In trouble. Dead shot. Another hit. and the blood grenade brings him down. DY gets on the board again. While
The thing about Schofield...
Okay, yeah.
The thing about Schofield is he's a very aggressive player by nature. So putting on a hero like Coddle, I feel like Kaka kind of had this issue as well. That needs to play a bit chill. Doesn't really fit him as a human being.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you're often gonna see him like maybe playing a little more aggressive than he should be on a hero that should be staying back. That's why he has 2 deaths here. Is because I don't think this man knows how to chill. He has no chill.
Well,
Sacred
to
might
get there
be
to
getting a
help
little
out
bit of
his
trouble.
buddy a little bit, as does have that blinding light for the pushback. Sacred backs away. Do they decide to turn, go on to Ghost some more? Doesn't look like it. Instead, it's bottom, where Kaka gets brought down. I mean, this is the thing. We got to keep our head on a swivel. There's action all over these lanes.
Yeah. And speaking of one lane that is performing better than I feel like it should, it's Paparazzi on this Alchemist. I thought there'd be a lot more denies on this Tiny than what there currently is, but we're going to get a toss back.
This is
and
the second
Paparazzi here.
one. The last time they did it, though, he was able to glyph a creep that kept him alive a little bit longer. But I think one of the things is, you know, we always talked about that trade-off that you have to make on Alk of the Grievel's Greed versus Acid Spray and Concoction. No armor on Tiny. It's been punishing pretty heavily, as down bottom, they keep the damage on Akaka. Hector trying to get in for the kill, and it will be enough. So Terrorblade finds himself another kill, and I don't know, getting some new tech out of Paparazzi to win this lane a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And the only thing we do know for sure is this is not part of the game plan for Beast Coast. I think they were expecting to slow Paparazzi down more than he currently is being slowed down. And the Brewmaster, in theory, sounds really good, but with everything that happened on the top lane with the Tusk, I guess the Disruptor staying a bit longer, trying to get a First Blood, not even able to get it, gave K1 a free first 2 levels here. This is just how it goes in the bot lane now. You're just can't do much as JT's Brewmaster. You're going to fall really far behind, and now you have a free farm Terrorblade to deal with.
Well, Rune spawns on the bottom side. They're going to try and get this kill onto Kaka. Can't quite connect onto it. With all those heroes rotating towards mid, it's even more free farm for Hector, like you're talking about. This Terrorblade is definitely going to be off to an insane start. And, you know, I think this hero is helped in 2 different ways. One, if his lane goes poorly, he can retreat back to the jungle. 2, if his lane goes well, he can still stay in lane and then also farm the jungle, and it's just getting that much more out of it. As Kaka going to be grabbed, those illusions going to come on in and take care of business as Kaka drops. Now Hector turns to fight JT. They bring in DY. 6 around a bit too long. Had 7 stick charges. Will it be enough? He doesn't even pop the stick. Thought that he was dead no matter what with Paparazzi nearby. Now Stinger, he's also going to be brought down.
And he farms a stack here too. Very nice.
That's very good.
I think they nerfed the cooldown on the break mechanic there too, of the hill trolls.
Right.
Which is nice for the Alchemist, because when he gets broken while farming that camp, he doesn't get the Grievel's Greed, which is a tragedy if you're an Alchemist player.
True. Absolutely. Okay.
So what did you like about Lich Dispatch? That's what never mind. There's potential action on top lane. Forgot we're not allowed to talk anymore.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Tried to get the pushback with the blinding light and with the blood grenade, actually. Get some good damage onto DY, but can't go for him. I just think in general,
Bot lane,
as
you can't
JT
talk,
is
JT.
gonna die. Maybe Stinger onto him, Frost Shield out, Glimpse dead.
All right, Paparazzi's getting these kills here. Right? You got like 5 seconds to talk before something happens. What do you like about Lich?
I think his shard is really sick. He gets it for free now off of the stuff because he's always low net worth. You pair that together with Chain Frost, it's awesome. And I think just in general, Frost Shield, being able to like hide. And
Time's up. There's action.
Oh
in the
god,
middle.
no. Dark
Just
Mago, he's gonna be okay. What about you? Do you like this hero or no?
I haven't seen enough of it. And I don't like playing him because he's one of those boring pos 5s in my eyes. Just run around and put shields on people. I don't like playing supports where you just sit behind people and...
That's fair.
Yeah, you just sit behind them and... you don't initiate or do anything but put shields on and maybe wait for your moment.
Well, to
But
be clear,
not saying
that's
it's not
how
strong.
that's not how I play Lich. I run at people and
Perfect.
frost blast them, and then I drop a chain frost the shard, and then just grab them. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, Stinger seems to be playing the boring version, as we will, or I will call it. I won't put words in your mouth.
It's boring.
Okay, unanimously decided then.
So JT took the Wisdom Rune. Felt like he had to catch back up, and now he has 6. That's just a dead Lich.
That Frost Shield felt like it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I guess it's an auto attacks only, or all physical. It didn't look like it did anything to the unstable concoction.
It's attacks.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't do all physical damage. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Not as cool.
It'd be a lot better, and I feel like it should work against all physical, personally speaking.
Well,
maybe that's why Lich would be busted if it worked that way.
As our observer points out, also with Pierce the Veil, it's basically going to do nothing there, which is a little unfortunate. But be good against Salk, who hits a lot. Stinger wants to get a ward down. He is in a dangerous spot. Hello, people. How are you? Oh, wow. Everybody's showing up. Time to run away. They already get the lift, the avalanche to try and buy some extra time. Sacred. Oh, he hurricanes himself out of trouble. That was pretty sick. And now with Hector showing up, they're snowballing into these heroes, but they already have the lift up onto Terrorblade. Disrupting this fight a little bit. The blast comes out from the Illuminate. Paparazzi goes in for the stun. Sacred drops the Doom onto Muerta. She already used her ulti, and now with the Alk popping his ulti, they turn onto JT, see if they can bring him down. It doesn't look like this fight is going to go the way that Beast Coast want it to. Solo Ghost almost dead, and
Hector's
starting
going in.
alive. The fear is there. It's going to be enough. They find the kill onto Muerta, but can they kill Paparazzi? With the Sunder, they might just be able to. They outlast in this fight. Paparazzi on a killing spree, though.
Oh no,
Hector
Tusk is coming back.
out of Metamorphosis, and, well, I thought it was going to be enough, but it definitely wasn't. So Xtreme Gaming take that fight win for themselves.
Yeah, it looked like Hector didn't really want to commit to this fight, but someone made the call, finish off the mortar that's doomed. What do you even call the spell? You hurricane yourself in there as the Doom onto that high ground there, commit the Terrorblade, they get the kill, and maybe they would have got out there too, but with that outpost being there, Tusk just comes back in, and that just seals the deal for the Terrorblade. I think that fight would have been fine if TB didn't die.
Yeah.
Big kill though.
Really big kill. And showing, one of the issues, even with Doom, if you can outlast long enough and make these fights survive for a while, suddenly you're not getting the full value out of that Doom. They need to be able to blow somebody up at the same time. Dude, he is going in like a crazy person. The stun is there. Sacred Hurricane me, please. There it goes. And that gets him a little bit of separation. And now level 6, the Chain Frost.
Oh, that was so unlucky.
To the worst possible person that it could have. Stinger, all he wanted was to get his ulti off in a big way. And now diving under the tower yet again. DY is going to get burned down by Sacred a bit. They get the Cinder Brew ignite damage. And now ulti back up for Brew. Okay, Paparazzi gets the stun, tries to get away. Sacred still in some trouble. They toss him all the way over to Stinger to keep him alive after the buyback. And now trying to get Dark Mago out of there. We'll have a blinding light. Hurricane to the low ground. They're saving each other. Oh, it's so nice. It's so wonderful. But is it going to actually work? The damage out onto Paparazzi. He finally is brought down. But it's a neutral creep that got the kill. How does that happen? Avalanche, toss again, JT there, they kill off DY, try to get him with the Illuminate Blast, it's not quite enough. Stinger with the slowdown, only the level 1 Frost Blast, the damage has to come from the Frost Shield, but it won't be enough. JT just shrugs off another blast from Schofield, and with all of this action happening...
It's a Static Storm, but they're going to have a glimpse up in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2...
Schofield?
1, and Schofield is...
Yeah, they got him.
Dead.
Well played.
So how did Paparazzi die to neutral? I'll tell you how. He has an armlet. And he
Oh,
got
no.
stunned right there he didn't have a choice. It was just a little unlucky. So he got stunned by the avalanche, and then he got tossed right after, and while the toss is in the air, Paparazzi's like, okay, I'm going to armlet toggle this toss. So he tries to, but right in the middle of the armlet toggle, he got hit by the troll, and dead.
Damn. Okay. Sure. Why not? Okay. I don't
Okay,
even know
it's
anymore.
right. Paparazzi, he's not going for the Radiance build. He has
No.
a Blink Dagger armlet into BKB. It looks like this is next on his wish list here.
So you said, as Dark Mako again makes one of these cheeky little plays that is going to turn into a 5-minute fight. Spirit Vessel pretty good, but they sunder him to keep him alive. And now the Chain Frost. This Chain Frost significantly better than the last one. Doom onto Alk. Hurricane, get over here. They find him in the Blinding Light pushback. That was the perfect fight for them. And Dark Mago gets another toss back, finds JT. Oh, that was really well played. Stinger finally had some value in this game.
Yeah, Beast Coast is making Xtreme play at a tempo, which it feels like they're not comfortable with.
So that's the question I wanted to ask you. You said that it's best when you play like this very standard, normal game against Beast Coast, against their aggression and not get pulled into it. Do you think the Armlet Blink choice is like sort of indicative of Xtreme being pulled into this black hole of mayhem?
It's hard to say if this was predetermined how he wanted to play this without, because I already mentioned their lineup would be greedy, right? So he's doing his best to alleviate the issues of their lineup inherently has by doing this build. But I think just, anyway, there's going to be maybe a Hector kill here. Oh, they're just going to miss. Oh, no, they guessed the wrong way.
Jeez.
If they would have tried the other way, they would have got the glimpse and he would have died. Maybe they have one more shot, but he's next to his team now. And Sunder is up. They have to be very careful here.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, it's not. You're right.
Nope, he's dead. He's dead. Surely they kill him here. Yes, they do. Okay, so they find the kill onto Hector. That is a really big one to get. And Dark Mago trying to escape, but they will find that stun. And Stinger has another Chain Frost back up, throws it out. Dark Mago, avalanche
Unlucky
toss,
again.
but again, it goes to the most unfortunate of targets. Dude, if I'm Stinger, I'm pissed right now. What the hell is that?
At least he's not going to die.
True. Well,
maybe. We have drums on Disruptor. Just kidding. Pop your drums. Get in there.
Kaka,
All
no.
He didn't believe.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so back to your question about, like, I do like the choice by Paparazzi to not just completely go AFK here, because I think you would get ran over.
Okay.
Quite easily. And Stinger's just waiting around. You know, on this tiny respawn, he's TPing back, and blood will be shed.
He goes into 4 heroes. Stinger's a crazy person. They do get the brew split off, and Stinger, he's going to die. Can Dark Mago do anything? More heroes joining the fray. Alk, he finds Doom. Oh, off to the side
Morta's
with
here.
the DD. That is a big catch.
He didn't get Doom off, yeah.
Oh, man. Dark Mago tries to play his way out. He gets the kill onto JT, but Xtreme are going to pick up the pieces and bring down the Tiny on his respawn.
All right, this Paparazzi Alchemist is working out. He's been making the setup on pretty much all these plays here, of course, with the help of the Disruptor. But either way, just him not just being AFK farming, I think is super important, because you would put a lot of pressure onto Ghost here to make things happen as a Morta, but he doesn't want to play that way. He wants to play carry. So he's going to show up when he wants to, and I think with this item build, having the 4 staff online, really close to this Hurricane Pike, he's ready to go, but Paparazzi, he's already in.
Finds him. Hurricane's away 1. Stinger tries to live, has a 4 staff ready. Dude, that survivability, big plays. Doom going for these items to keep his buddies alive. Hector kills off Kaka while that's happening. Oh, man. And Doom, I mean, he's going for some very big boy items. He's got the Crimson Guard after the Greaves. He is going to be a tank. And Hector, while, you know, Alk is an AFK farming, Hector very much is. He's getting a ton of net worth.
It's definitely going to be a problem throughout this game, this Terrorblade. But Morta, luckily, is one of those heroes that can pierce through the massive amounts armor Terrorblade does have. So they do have answers. This game is very, very close. Unfortunately, Ghost missed a dead shot there. Didn't get the kill on the Lich because of it, but it is what it is. It's not the biggest thing in the world.
Is anybody building pipe on Beast Coast? It's Glimmer Cape for the Coddle, and
We got a Pavis on the Keeper of the Light.
try to keep him alive. Schofield somehow manages to deal with all that damage. DUI. Pig pulls, tries to escape. Sacred does not have Doom ready.
Here.
Hurricanes himself away from Ghost before they move in with the calling. So the rest of Beast Coast trying to back away, trying to burst this brew. Do they get him in time? JT, the Infernal Blade is enough stun to bring him down. They wanted to get that brew split for the fight, and now Xtreme, they've just got to run away. They've got to hide. No buyback on the brew means this fight is going to go horribly for Xtreme if Beast Coast enforce it. Trying to chase them down. Paparazzi thinking about going back in with the big stun. Doesn't want to, though. Doesn't have ulti for another 10 seconds, and Beast Coast chasing forward, looking for more. The tier 4 towers might be the only thing that stop them. They will finally stem the aggression and go for the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, Brewmaster not getting his ult off there is quite big. As he was he tossed back in that fight? Is that what happened?
I'm not
Either
sure.
way, he was quite deep, and the chain stuns, they came down just to an Infernal Blade as they're setting up for potentially the Tormentor, it looks like, on Beast Coast.
Yeah,
But first, Dark Mago, it will get a haste rune for his troubles. And it's 2 the magic number. Stinger! Bye-bye!
Oh, no.
Bye-bye! So I think by now I've learned you need 3 heroes to kill Tormentor.
Dude, look at this poor guy. Oh, man. Well,
He's going to Sunder
it
Sacred.
helps.
Yeah, he's Sundering Sacred, 100%. You already know, it's Hector. It's happening.
Dude, it's an 80-second cooldown. Like, that's,
Do you stop farming and go back to base?
I mean, maybe.
No, absolutely, no, absolutely not.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, carry players, I guess.
Yep.
By the way, we haven't even seen Dark Mago pick up another neutral item. He's going to get it now. The tier 2 coming his way. He's been just making a lot of use out of this Faded Brooch.
Or he forgot. One of the two.
It does happen more often now, I find. You know?
Sometimes you're just in the zone, and right now in this new patch specifically, you have so many things to think about. That sometimes every once in a while, one of the things will slip your mind. Let me see if there's. Let's do a neutral check for tier 2 of is there anything that he could possibly have that could be better for him?
Do you think Faded Brooch is that good?
It's pretty good. 20 move speed's good. I mean, I'm looking at some of this. It might be the better. I mean, you could get the cape, the Gossamer cape.
He's thinking
That
about
might
it.
be better.
Oh, he goes to Orbit Destruction. Interesting.
Orbit Destruction. For burst damage, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so we do have this slight intermission in the bloodshed for both teams to go back and take their tormentors. There's like the one objective that appears on the map that everybody can take. They take a breather, you know? It's like a...
I feel like that's what this patch is. Because it's on your side of the map, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's skirmishing, it's a bloodbath, and it's just, oh, it's the Tormentor time. It's like everyone gets to mentally reset a little bit.
It's like
Except
Christmas
for JT,
in World
because
War
he got
I.
doomed.
Yes, they will drop the Static Storm down. Paparazzi finds Stinger, starts to bring him low, but Hector ready to start unloading. Oh, Paparazzi gets out with the Invis rune. Oh, that's pretty nifty. I like that. Okay, so they lose 2 on Xtreme, but it was meta forced.
And Doom.
Yes.
So they do have a timing now. When their supports respawn, or if they're feeling frisky, they're going to go without it.
Okay.
Without it, and being their supports I'm referring to.
It's very
Should be more of them, but yeah.
Huh. Well, Paparazzi's getting closer to the BKB. His farm has definitely been hurt not having the Radiance. But it's not looked terrible for him.
I mean, if you compare him to Tiny, right? They're doing similar things for the team.
True.
And you can isolate the matchup for Terrorblade versus Morta. Should be Morta favored, so we just need to see that moment where Ghost can get on top of the TB and actually kill him, which we have yet to see.
Oh, and they find him. Kaka, dead. Xtreme, they decide they want to maybe take this fight now. Paparazzi gets his BKB. Maybe this is what they feel like is going to make the difference. They don't have Terrorblade. They see the illusions up on the top side, and immediately the jump, Sacred. He pops his Greaves. Hurricane's to the low ground, walks away. Still has Crimson Guard. The toss back from Dark Mago, and now the Chain Frost. Going to be thrown out. JT is losing his Brewlings. There's only one left. JT? He's in some trouble. Paparazzi, stun, tries to walk away. They know that he's stunning himself. Can they catch these heroes? Do they want to chase? Sacred thinking about it. Avalanche out, finds DY. JT, he respawns in his body. Paparazzi used up a second stun, throws forward onto Schofield and K1 Hector. They got him caught for the moment, but they don't really have the damage that they need. Stinger taking some shots to the side, but these auras are doing so much to keep him alive, and there's the Doom onto Muerta. Paparazzi looks for the stun, jumps in, finds him. Stinger dead, but now Paparazzi is in farm, and they've got Scotty ready to go. Take down another. Muerta still running away from Sacred. As Paparazzi in to try and help him, tosses him forward on a Ghost. Is he going to be able to survive through this? Sacred backs away, and Ghost pops, pierces the veil, but they don't have a way to keep these heroes in the fight, and just has to run away in ulti form.
This Ghost... I mean, the problem with Ghost right now is he's not able to get any right clicks with Pierce the Veil active.
Yeah.
So he's not killing anything. I'm wondering, maybe he needs to buy a BKB soon so he can not get continuously chain stunned and disrupted in these fights. Blinding Light, there's a lot of annoying things for him. I guess the debuff immunity could be quite potent here, but I think he's really just relying on positioning. But we have yet to see him be in a position where he can unleash the damage. Maybe this mid lane will be... Maybe not. We're still waiting.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. This has not looked like a great series from Ghost in general.
Yeah, not yet, but this game is far over from him. He still has a lot of opportunity to do things in this game.
Okay.
And he needs to. He really does. Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you. I agree. I agree with everything that you said.
Yes.
I do kind of wonder, like, if they're going to be able to make that happen, though. If he's going to make that happen. Yeah.
I think he needs a lot more. He needs a BKB. That's what I truly deep down think. He needs a BKB. That way he can get in there. And as things happen, he is there to do the damage with Paparazzi. It has to be on top of a stun. But we're seeing things like the Hurricane on the Doom, which he just removed, which might be a good thing for Xtreme. This Hurricane has been causing issues. We've seen twice now the Hurricane into the Tiny tossing back a target, which has been a little annoying for Ghost.
Right.
But if he gets in there at the same moment as his Brew, as his Tusk, as his Alchemist, unleashes the damage, that's what they need. It just has to happen.
I think that that's sometimes very telling when you see, like, some of these teams...
There's a Doom on an Illusion.
Oh. Whoa.
It's go time.
Whoa. Okay. Maybe a chance. Can they get in here with all their heroes? Avalanche toss onto JT, starting to drop low. Dark Mago with the BKB out. They get the Brew split, too. Everything looking pretty solid right now. Dark Mago, Dispel Magic, pulls him back in with that Board Spirit Panda. Ghost jumps forward, tries to find the finish, tries to do what damage he can, but they just toss him away. And now Ghost, in the no more duration of Pierce the Veil, has to run away from them all again.
And Mago might go back in.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. Why is this Morta doing 0 damage?
I think she keeps
he has no
getting...
Maelstrom?
Yeah.
What is this build, actually? She just has no damage. That's simply put.
Well, the thing that's interesting is I keep on also seeing, like, Muerta and Alk run into the same areas to try and farm the same camps together. And I feel like that's not the way that's supposed to go. JT, oh, wait a minute. Are they going to get this? Goes in right away. They don't have meta. Hector turns onto DY, but the Avalanche toss and the jump in from Sacred finds the stun onto Paparazzi. Ghost trying to do some damage, but it's just not working. He just doesn't have damage. And right now, Xtreme, they need that damage. And it's not coming to them. And now they find Paparazzi again. Body blocks there. They have another toss back ready. Finds him onto Schofield. 3, 2, 1. Dodges away. Ends up popping that BKB to not stun himself. But the rest of the team is chasing. They've got body blocks again to catch on to Paparazzi. Big Papa drop it. And it's rough.
Official.
Okay.
Yeah, it's official. Like, the game isn't over. It might be, but it's not looking good. But Ghost's build is absolutely doo-doo.
Yeah.
He is applying Mage Slayer, which is fine. Then he bought a Falcon Blade. He has a Shadow Blade for some reason, and a Hurricane Pike. He has so much net worth that doesn't do any damage. I'm watching him just right-click everyone in these fights. He's tickling. He could have went for a traditional build, like the Maelstrom, into Mask of Madness, into like either a Blink BKB, and actually unload a lot of damage with low net worth, but he's high net worth with 0 damage items right now. Just a bunch of survivability and damage reduction items. I feel like he's trying to compensate for the fact that he has an Alchemist who's also somewhat greedy, but the Alchemist sacrificed his game, so Muerta could be the hard carry. So now they just have no damage from any of their cores at this point.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to, again, the thing that we were talking about, right? Which is that, like, this is a lineup where they're not, it doesn't feel like they're on the same page. It feels like they're sort of each, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like they're on the same page in terms of what they each need to do. Yeah, it's a rough one indeed. You know, eventually if they get enough net worth, though, maybe they can at that point have some damage between the two of them.
But on the other side, Beast Coast, they know what they're doing here. Everyone's buying the right items. Schofield got the Pavis and the Glimmer Cape here to keep heroes alive. Stinger also with a Force and a Glimmer Cape. We got the Mass Auras on the Doom, playing for one common goal: make Hector unkillable, or other heroes. As Mago's gonna go in, and JT might get chainstun to the Doom, and he's dead.
Mega dead. Didn't get a chance to get it off. Static Storm also dropped, doing nothing in this fight. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty freaking rough. The buildings are going to fall. Paparazzi thinking about a stun. Oh my god, he blinked away from it. He got away from it.
Stunned himself.
That is devastating. Pierce the Veil, double buybacks. They just back away. Sacred's there, has the stun now onto JT. Still hasn't got to use his ulti. Shards to try and keep him alive. JT will manage to back out. But back to farm. East Coast, they're happy.
Continuously growing this advantage here, ever so much more. And Dark Mago, what is he going to build? Has he finished something? Is it a casual Chrysalis into the Aghanims build? Is he going to go for the Silver Edge here?
He actually,
what will it be?
He did the most damage to himself almost more than anybody else. That's a little rough.
How's that even possible? He does 360 damage to himself with, you know, like 2,000 HP with arm mode on.
Yeah, yep, that'd do it. that would do it. Okay. Well, Tormentors are back up if they want to steal away the Tormentor from Xtreme. Looks like they're going to do just that.
Yeah. There's a lot of shards people on here. Lich, he wouldn't mind taking one.
Oh, yeah.
Schofield already has one.
Oh, wait a minute,
Tiny
though.
will get it.
Wait a minute. The comeback has happened. Are you ready? Kaka, he has the Aghanim Scepter.
He doesn't have any mobility for it, though.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll bite. He's gonna do it. He's gonna walk in there, cast a Static Storm onto Hector. It's not gonna get us any abilities off, and Ghost is gonna go in with the damage and kill him.
Right. You know, I'm also just gonna say it. The answer, going for the Muerta as an answer to Terrorblade versus the Darkseer feels like a fatal mistake at this point. Because, like, Darkseer with Disruptor Ags, that's sick.
And we saw this story before, didn't we? The toss back into Doom on the Brewmaster.
Ooh.
Into Tusk with no Blink Dagger. Accepting his fate here.
DY goes down. All right, well, now they really need this combo to work.
Yeah, how do they keep finding Brew with this Toss Doom combination?
I
Crazy.
don't know. That's a good point. But they do. They do continue to keep doing that.
So how do you find the Static Storm if you're Extreme Gaming now? You need a smoke or something. You need to sell all your items, get a Blink Dagger.
Yes.
Something
Sell
extreme.
the axe.
Sell the axe, Blink Dagger.
All right, smoke
Alright, there's
up.
the smoke.
Time to go. Jump forward, stun, out, Static Storm, it's coming, it's there, they got him caught, where's the damage?
Ghost with the damage!
Ghost, Ghost is, no, it's not quite, no, okay. All right, well,
Yeah.
that was very sad.
That was like literally best case scenario, right? You get everything onto the TB. Morta gets the right click, but heroes need to be dying quickly when you play Morta, especially if you're going no BKB glass.